Alright, so my husband's doing some work outside and I did this look yesterday for an event. We decided that we wanted to dress up like, I decided that we wanted to dress up like elves. So I had purchased a couple of clothing items from Amazon and also bought a Christmas or holiday themed sweater to wear underneath some a red skirt with suspenders, which I got from Amazon, and I'm going to put the pictures on the video so you can see what I looked like. So I'm going to take you through what I did for our elf look. So one of the things that I grabbed to use today, I got my usual staples, my usual brushes that I use, my tweezers that I use to put my eyelashes on. I also grabbed the eye pencil, the Mirabella Jade crayon that we had gotten in one of our subscription boxes recently. I thought this would be a really good addition to the holiday themed look. And I thought to myself, well, I know that I have a palette with a lot of grains in it, so I'm glad I haven't gotten rid of this palette. You know how sometimes you get rid of palettes that you don't reach for? Well, this one, even though I don't reach for it all the time, it's actually a really high quality palette. This is a palette from Revolution Makeup Cosmetics, and this is called Chilled. And actually, the colors in this palette have a really high color payoff, and they are also very easy to work with. These colors here, for example, are actually very, very creamy, which is nice, and the glitters actually come out really nice. So we're gonna be popping in between like this color here and a couple of the lighter shades today. And one of the other key pieces of equipment, I guess you want to call it that I'm using today is the Marilyn Monroe White Cream Highlighter, which is from a company called Besame Cosmetics. I think I have mentioned them before. And the reason I'm using this product is because it doesn't move, it stays on, and it's white. So it's going to basically pull any color that I want. So what I'm going to do today, instead of using my regular primer, I'm actually going to be just using this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my usual stuff that I do. So I'm going to grab my baking powder right away, big floofy brush, and expect there to be, you know, a ton of makeup all over my shirt by the end of this, of course, as per usual. I like to use a ton of product, and I'm literally just gonna pop it right under my eye. And I like doing this because when I get fallout, or if I get any fallout, I can just swoop it away with my big brush without having to, excuse me, use a wipe or anything like that. So I'm just gonna put a ton of that powder right under there, and this is actually by the same company. This is also by I Love Revolution, which I believe is the same company, correct? I believe it is. Am I wrong? Oh God. So this is I Love Revolution, and this is Makeup Revolution? I don't know. I thought they were the same. Anyways, well, this one's the I Love Revolution. It's the one I use all the time. So I'm just packing that on, tons of that. Now I'm going to take a concealer brush, and this one, actually I'm going to use, it's still a concealer brush, but this one's a smaller one, and I'm going to use this to do the white. And for the white, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to pack it under my brow. So I'm not sweeping, I'm packing like this. So it's kind of like packing and then kind of tapping a little bit. But as you can see, that's like really intense, right? And actually I like this product not only for what our purpose is today, but also because if I didn't do my eyebrows, it kind of helps cover it up a little bit. So for this part, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're basically going to be covering everything anyways. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply it almost all over my entire lid. Actually, it is all over my lid. Who am I kidding? So I'm putting it all over my lid, and this I'm doing a little bit thinner because I don't need quite as much here because my eyes are small and the eyelashes and the liner is just going to cover it up, so I don't really need to go gung-ho on that part. Where is the eyeliner that I want to use? Here it is. Okay, so this eyeliner actually is from L'Oreal, and I really like it a lot. It's called the Voluminous Liner Noir from L'Oreal, and believe it or not, I actually really like this one. I love the brush. I find it very easy to use, and it stays on all day, so I really can't complain. The price point is a little higher. I think it was about $13, but it's lasted me a long time, so I'm fine with the price point, and also the quality is there. So again, it really doesn't have to be perfect. You kind of just, you know. So that's pretty much it. So you're gonna do a ton of white everywhere. You can absolutely use another white base. I just really like this line a lot. The product is really high quality, and this is gonna last me forever. I mean, I've used it so many times already, and there's still so much in there. Okay, now I'm going to do my highlighting. Yesterday I used this glitter actually on my under my brow, and it looked really pretty, but today I think I'm gonna go a little bit lighter, only because yesterday it was a little bit too intense because it does have that kind of gray in there. So I'm gonna take my little brush here, and I'm just gonna go in with this really light colored called Calm. I like to do my highlighting first personally, because I'm gonna add in my darker colors after. The only thing I did that I don't like is I accidentally got some into my brow, but that's okay because I'm gonna cover that up with my brow brush, or my wax thing that I still am using from freaking Winky Luxe that I hate. I actually really don't like it, but I just keep using it because I don't want to waste it. Once I've done that, just do a little bit here, nothing crazy. Now I'm going to take a, no I'm not. I remember I'm going to use this one all the way through. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this wonderful color called Candyland, and I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm going to flip it over onto the other side, and I want to use this brush because I really want to pack that product on, and I'm going to pack it all over the lid. I like to start kind of like on the ball of the eye and tap it over, and I'm not worrying too much about getting color towards the lash line because, again, I'm going to be going in with the eyeliner and the lashes, so not incredibly critical at this point. This palette is actually so pretty, and I was using it actually a lot when it first came out. And you know, you just put those palettes in a drawer because you know, you find another one you want to use. And so I'm really packing this on here. I want to really get that nice intense green everywhere. Then I'm going to I gotta put glue on my lashes because we're actually getting really close to the finish line here. So I want to put my glue on my lashes. I did use lashes that I got in my Lash Me monthly box. However, they were so incredibly long, they were annoying the crap out of me. So what I did is I trimmed the longest part of the lash. So you always trim the lash line at the longest part, or yes, where the lashes come up the highest, excuse me. That's where you want to trim. You don't want to trim the babies. You always want to keep the babies, keep the little guys. Then, after I trimmed the length because it was too long, I also gave them a little haircut. And the way I do that is I kind of just randomly cut like this with no particular manner, and then I went straight across. A lot of people don't like to do that, and I totally understand. However, for me, they were just so long that they were like, because my eyes are small, they were just really annoying me. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw my glue on. I also bought new glue. forgot to update you guys. So remember how a while ago I had mentioned that I wanted to do like that natural makeup look for you, like with actual natural and organic makeup? So this brand called Dab Makeup, which is on Etsy, they do all organic makeup and it's actually food grade. So that has shipped. It is on its way from California. So when it gets here, I will be doing a video for you on that product line. Another trick I may have told you guys about is I put my month and year of the product when I open it so that I have a general idea, because this little guy right here actually tells you how many months you have to use the product once it is opened. So I've kind of made it my MO this year to label everything. Okay, so I got my glue on my lashes. Let's finish the eyes. We're gonna go in with a color called Sativa in the crease. And I am going to use this kind of small brush, but also a little bit of a floofy brush. And I'm going to use this really pretty brown taupe. And I'm going to literally draw a super harsh line all around the green. Just super duper harsh. Super harsh. All around, all the way around. So super duper harsh line, and this is above my, just slightly above my eye socket actually. I can feel it, it's right where it starts to become concave. And then I'm just gonna go a little bit under to kind of define that green as well. So I went in with that super harsh line, and now I'm going up and around to kind of shape that green, okay? So kind of lift the eye a little bit, give it that like swoopy look. So when I was first doing this, you were like, oh, that's not gonna look good, right? You probably did. Well, you know, I'm gonna make it work. Now I'm gonna go in with a floofy brush, and I'm just going to bring up that Sativa even more, but just super light. So I'm just kind of softening the white so it's not so crazy, so I don't look like a crazy person, okay? I know we're not supposed to say that word anymore, I guess, huh? I'm sorry. I'm adjusting. It's so weird because some people use it and then other people don't, you know? And it's hard to please everyone. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh my gosh. Can't believe I forgot this most critical thing here. I'm just going in with that smaller brush and going and adding some more darkness with the Sativa. Okay, so we got that green on, right? We're gonna play with glitter now, and we're going to use our crayon. So our crayon is where we're gonna get some really nice green, and you can apply this instead of the white if you want to. And I'm just putting this almost like eyeliner, and then kind of bringing it up some more to make it a little bit more impactful. And when I was saying I forgot something, I was supposed to do this at the flippin' beginning, and I forgot. Woo! Just a lot of green, huh? Really heavy on that, huh? Okay, and now I'm going to actually bring it up into that corner. So where that really dark, harsh line was. See how I'm really just like putting it in there, right? And I'm giving it that shape, that little triangle at the corner of my eye. So I've got my really light green in here, and then I've got my super dark with the pencil, and I'm going out like this a little bit and in. And then I'm gonna take, where did it, okay. Again, I'm using an eyebrow brush because I like it. And we're going to use this really pretty color called Goddess. So it's a glittery green. And I think it says not to use this in the eye area, but I know, I'm sure I'm not alone in being a person who doesn't follow the rules, and I understand the reason why. I just don't care because I haven't had a problem with it. So I'm just going to keep doing it. And my eye is closed. I'm applying it over that green, the really dark green, and then bringing it in like an eyeliner and also shaping. So I'm out here heavy, heavy, come in, and then a little bit on top of that little triangle in here. Do the other side. I really like this little brow brush for this because it's synthetic, so it applies the product heavily, which is what I want, but I can also kind of like almost press it in. Okay, so the only other thing I would do, and I really like how this came out, is pop a little bit of gold on top of the lid. So I'm gonna go back to this brush here that's been used so many times. And I'm gonna grab this really pretty color called Acapulco. I believe it's Acapulco. Yep. I mean, it says Acapulco, so I think that means Acapulco, right? Pretty sure. Which is a city in Mexico. I'm gonna apply this right on the ball of the eye. See how that instantly just brightens everything up compared to this one? I'm just gonna pop that right on the very top of the ball to just brighten up the look and also make my eyes appear a little larger. Okay, I'm pretty happy. Let's throw liner on really quick. So just on the corner and really being dramatic with that exaggeration, coming in like this, okay? And then I'm going to, again, pretty much the same whole spiel we've been doing this whole time with that wing. So nothing, really nothing coming in to the inner part of the eye. And this poor eyeliner has really been abused lately. It was abused yesterday and now it's being abused today, so it's not coming out great, but that's okay because we're going to go over it with our lashes. So this is really just to darken the lashes a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you want it to be perfect, be my guest. Now I'm going to put my lashes on, and we all know how I like to put lashes on, right? With my eyebrow tweezer, also from Revlon, that I've had forever. I never tweeze my eyebrows anymore. I use those little microblade guys because it's easier. So that's on pretty good. Let's do the other eye. And you know what's, it always amazes me how much the eyelashes just pull everything together. And again, I really just let that glue dry down. I mean, I did almost my whole eye with it drying because I can't stand when it's not perfectly tacky and it just like flops all over the place, and you know, then you get it in your eye and it's this whole thing. And I like to try to get it as close to my natural lash line as possible. Maybe I missed a little bit of glue on these, but that's okay, it's just for this video. Okay, now, pretty good, right? Pretty happy with that. I'm gonna go back with my powder because as you can see, I got some fallout. So I'm gonna clean up with my powder. I'm sure there's like makeup gurus that are like, oh my god, she's using more makeup to take makeup off. And it's like, well, it's already been sitting on my skin. It's already dry. It's fine. I mean, this is basically the same thing as primer, except it's powder instead. Okay, eyes are pretty much done. My lips are so dry right now. That's better. So the next step for me is going to be to use my face and body, some of my Too Faced concealer, set it with powder, throw blush on, and I'm also going to be using the Illuminating powder from Jeffree Star. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the camera off and I'm gonna do that and come back to you guys. Okay, so I applied my face and body foundation. Now I'm going to do my concealer. So I'm using my Too Faced concealer just to kind of brighten up a little bit because my foundation's a little bit dark for me right now because of the summer months being gone. And now my skin is just getting fair again from lack of exposure to the sun. So I'm just doing it on the spots that bother me. I'm sure everyone has them, right? You know, like old acne scars and stuff like that. And then brightening up my under eye, which I am using the same brush I used for my foundation to do that, so I can get nice and bright under there. Almost done. We are at the finish line. Okay, so foundation and concealer is done, pretty much. And then when we are really done with this, we're gonna go in with our blush, our setting powder, eyebrows, and mascara, and then we are done. So concealer is done. Powder. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Illuminating powder as my highlighter, basically. I'm going to use the same brush for both my blusher and the highlighter. So first I want to go in with my regular powder and set the areas that I don't want to have shine, which is under the eye, a little bit on top of the cheekbone, my forehead, and throughout my T-zone. I don't want any of that to be shiny. My jaw, the underneath of my jaw, I want that to be shiny. Okay, then I'm going to use the translucent, excuse me, no I'm not. I'm going to use the blusher first. The blusher I'm going to be using from the eye beauty subscription that we got. I'm going to be using this really bright red color because I'm supposed to be an elf and I'm only doing it on the apples. I'm not going extreme on this elf look because I've seen some pretty crazy elves. This is like pretty tame, I think, compared to some of the looks I've seen. So I feel like this is actually going to be, I'm hoping, more within people's grasps. So we're going to do a lot of blusher. You know me, I have to do my 80s blush, so jawline. Okay, now we got that done. We're going to use the same brush, which is why we wanted to do the matte first. Get the matte color first. Then we're going to use our highlight, and I'm using that in here. Not the apple, but like this little triangle in here. A little bit on top. Looks pretty cool, huh? So you've got like highlight here, and then this is not done yet, but this kind of brings that like magical look to it, I guess. Okay, so some on the cheeks, tip of the nose. And I like this much better than like some of these I've seen with like the very extreme glitter, which is cool. But where I was representing my business, I kind of needed to be a little bit more tame. I poured out way too much of the highlighting powder. The last couple of things we have is lips, eyebrows, and mascara. Mascara, I'm going to do the bottom first, the bottom lashes. And then once those are done, I'm just gonna blend my top lashes. I usually like to just do like the corners, so like this corner and then the inner corner, because you have like the fake lashes in the middle, so it kind of just like already has that, you know. So I'm just blending it like where like my natural lashes, like where you can see like it's not mine, you know. And like I said, I didn't really use, I don't think I used enough glue, but it's just for this video. I'm not going out. Whoop. Ow. And that's the mascara, and actually that's really bothering me, so I am going to add a little bit more glue. So I just went in with a Q-tip and just like dabbed some glue and then put it back, and then I used my fan to blow it dry. Last two steps, eyebrows and lips. And actually there's 3 steps, so I'm going to show you the last step. So eyebrows, using my Winky thing that I don't like, but I use it anyways because I have it and I don't want to waste it. Hee. Look at that. It's like naked, hi, naked clothes. My poor husband's out there in the freezing cold trying to fix one of the pieces he did on the floor that didn't come out the way he wanted. Okay, eyebrows. Woo, I got eyebrows, they're back. Finally. Ba ba ba. Lips. I'm using Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Thumbelina, which is a reddy, like a bricky red. Love this color. So pretty. Not perfect, but it'll do. Glitter. This is Smith and Cult Glitter Shot. All Over Glitter Crush. I love this product. The reason I love it is because it is true to the glitter color. It also is very easy to work with, and it stays on, and it's kind of in between a gel and a powder, if that makes sense. It is not like those jellies they have nowadays. I feel that this is a much more higher end product. So for this product, I took some on my ring finger, and I'm going to put it on kind of like the apple and going up, and I'm just dabbing with my ring finger so that I don't drag and mess up everything I just did. And then I'm going around the outside corner. Doesn't that look cute? Do this side. I actually really like how this makeup look came out, and I got a lot of compliments on it yesterday, which is why I wanted to do this video for you all. Okay, so that's where I would put it. And then just as a last, if you want more because you love glitter like me, Cupid's bow, chin, and nose. Oh, I put a little bit too much, huh? Just a little bit. Oh my god. Whoa. Alright. Da da da. Woo. Hair is out of control today. one last thing, very, very last thing is Cheapo Depot ears from Amazon. Woo! I did this for the kiddos. You can blend these if you want with makeup. Personally, I think that's a huge waste of time. So what I do is, this looks ridiculous, right? So what I did is I took some of my hair from the front, like this. It's really hard because these ears just don't want to stay. So then that looks a little bit more elven, right? And then what I did was I put my winter hat and I tied my hair back. Got glitter in my hair. I tied my hair back and then I had my winter hat like here, so it kind of blends in, you know, so it's a little sneaky. But that's the final look, and I'll post on the video, I'll post the pictures of like what my outfit looked like, so you could see if you liked my outfit, which I think you might. I got my sweater at Savers, which is a secondhand store. And then I got my skirt dress thing and the tights off Amazon. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I really didn't like the skirt. I actually already put it in a bag to donate. But yeah, I was super proud of how we came out, and my husband even wore, like he wore the same tights, and we did some glitter on him as well. So I thought it came out really good. I was like very, very pleased. And I hope that if you want a little bit more of a tame holiday elf, that you will enjoy this look, and let me know how it comes out. Maybe you'll just take a couple tips from this video. Maybe you won't even do the whole look, and that's great. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful weekend, and you have a very safe and healthy week ahead. And try to be kind to each other. I know it's hard, but just try. All right, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Subscribe if you want to.